40 years ago, it was 11 days away. 11 days from Sinai to the Promised Land. One wrong decision turned 11 days into 40 years. Today, Moses tells the whole story. Day 47. Moses remembers. Deuteronomy 1-4. They're camped on the east side of the Jordan. The land is right there, one river, close enough to see. Moses is 120 years old. He has led these people for 4 decades. Through the desert, through the rebellions, through the plagues, the battles, the hunger, the thirst. He has argued with God on their behalf, stood in the gap when God's anger burned. But he will not cross the Jordan. He knows it. God has told him. So Moses talks. He gathers the entire nation, and he tells them everything, from the beginning. Deuteronomy is his farewell speech. Part history, part warning, part plea. It starts with the moment they threw it all away. 11 days. That's how far Canaan was from Sinai. God had promised them the land. He'd said, "Go in and take it. I'm giving it to you." They sent 12 scouts first, 40 days inside the land. The scouts came back carrying grapes so heavy it took 2 men to carry a single cluster on a pole. The land was real. The fruit was real. Everything God promised, real. But 10 of the 12 looked at the people living there and went cold. "The cities are large, with walls up to the sky," they said. "The people are stronger than us." The whole congregation wept all night. They wanted to go back to Egypt. They wanted a new leader to take them back. God had heard enough. Not one of them, not one adult who had stood at Sinai and refused to trust him, would see the land. They wanted Egypt. They'd get the wilderness. All of them, for 40 years. They changed their minds the next morning. They'd fight after all. Moses told them, "Don't. God won't be with you. It's too late." They went anyway. The Amorites chased them like a swarm of bees. Israel was cut down. They came back weeping. God didn't answer. And the wilderness years began. 40 years in the desert, all because of one night of fear. Then finally, God spoke again. Finally, God says, "Enough. Move north." He routes them carefully. Around Edom, Esau's descendants, leave them alone. God gave them their land. Around Moab and Ammon, Lot's descendants, same thing. God is honoring ancient promises to other families. Israel walks around all of them without a fight. Then they reach Sihon, king of Heshbon. Moses sends a peaceful message. "Let us pass through your land. We'll stay on the road. We'll pay for anything we eat or drink. We just need to get through." Sihon says no. God had already made him stubborn. Israel destroys him, every city. Then Og, king of Bashan, comes out to fight. A giant of a man, his iron bed was 9 cubits long. Israel destroys him too. 60 fortified cities fall in the territory east of the Jordan. The tribes of Reuben, Gad, and half of Manasseh want to settle this conquered land. Moses agrees, but with one condition. Your women and children can stay. Your livestock can stay. But every fighting man crosses the Jordan with his brothers. Everyone fights until Canaan is taken. Then you come back. They agree. Moses has watched this nation for 40 years, carried them, fought for them, prayed for them when they didn't deserve it. Now he is standing at the edge of everything God promised, and he cannot cross. He asks, "Lord God, you have begun to show your servant your greatness and your strong hand. Let me go over and see the good land beyond the Jordan." No. That is enough. Do not speak to me of this matter again. Moses will climb to the summit of Pisgah. He will see the land with his own eyes. That is all he gets. Joshua will lead them across. Moses swallows it, turns back to the people, and he presses harder than ever. You saw what happened at Baal Peor. You saw God destroy every person who chased after that idol. And you who stayed faithful, every single one of you is still alive today. That's the difference. Don't forget it. He appoints 3 cities of refuge east of the Jordan: Bezer, Ramoth, Golan. A man who kills by accident has somewhere to run before the avenger finds him. Then Moses brings them back to Horeb, to the mountain, to the day God spoke from fire. They heard everything, the voice, the commandments, the thunder of it. But they saw nothing, no shape, no form, no image, just fire and voice. Therefore, watch yourselves very carefully. Don't make an idol, not a person, not an animal, not a bird, not a fish, not the sun or moon or stars. God allowed the nations to worship those things, but Israel belonged to him. But Israel, God pulled them out of an iron furnace with his own hand. He called them his treasured possession. Don't trade that for a piece of carved wood. If you do, Moses says, you will lose the land. You will be scattered among nations. You'll find yourself bowing to things made by human hands that cannot see, cannot hear, cannot save. You'll be few in number in a far country. But then, even then, if you search for God with all your heart and all your soul, you will find him. He will not forget the covenant he made with your fathers. He will not abandon you. He is a merciful God. 40 years of wilderness. One river left to cross. Moses is almost out of time. He's not done talking yet. The 10 Commandments. Again, the Shema, the command that defines Israel forever. And Moses' warning about what happens when the good life makes you forget where it came from. See you then.